Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here from the road, and we got a very special mixed martial mindset. We got fights, John. Live fights. We're watching
Fights
fights
live.
like the real deal. It's pretty
Yep.
unbelievable. Who knew it? Man, I guess
Yeah.
that one's not going to work.
Wednesday night, the world's shut down, and we're gonna get to watch fights again. It's good. It's a good thing.
I'm extremely happy about it. I'm not going to lie. Like
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain.
yeah. I mean,
I
there's
mean,
not a lot of
it
great.
sucks that the guys aren't getting paid better money with all the viewership going down.
Hmm.
But I feel like it kind of highlights uh, the problems with pay. I think a lot more people are kind of gonna pay attention to it.
Well, I'll
So
say
that's good.
this: you're right in the sense that supposedly Masvidal was really able to negotiate a great deal compared to his
Yeah.
further deals. I mean, he's out there saying he's rich, bitch, and he was pretty happy with what he was able to make. So we'll talk about that because obviously you watched that card, correct?
Yes, I did. I watched the card this weekend.
Yeah. So we'll recap that. I mean, Masvidal looked good in the first round, decent in the second, and then it was all downhill from there. Like you could
Mhm.
argue, he looked like maybe he was giving Usman problems, but clearly Usman won every round.
Yeah, I mean, he Usman was able to close the distance, get inside, put him to the fence, put him to the ground. I don't know if a rematch with more time to get ready would really give George any better preparation for getting up. He might have a little bit more action later rounds, but like I don't see him. I don't know. I don't see him getting up.
I listen. I think that. I mean, I love Masvidal, but Usman's the real deal. He's been the real deal in the UFC every single fight. He's stepped up to every single challenge, and I like Colby Covington. That was a very close fight. Had Covington not got knocked out, maybe it goes either way, but that shows the grit. He got rocked again and again in that. He went up against another top tier wrestler, in my opinion, in the division, and he came out on top. Um, I'd say, right now, who is the top dog that can maybe take him out? I think Lima actually matches up real well with him.
With Usman,
Hmm. He's a big dude. I've been next to both of them. I feel like
yeah,
Lima is the bigger
but
guy.
I feel like Lima is a more polished, more powerful version of Masvidal. I still think that Usman is a good chance of getting inside, getting the takedown, and putting the squeeze on him.
It's hard to argue with you on that one, John. I mean, Usman,
Mm.
until he actually loses, it's hard to bet against him. That guy who put it, what he put down, 200 plus grand, like right before the fight, and moved the dial, and
Yeah,
Usman mocked him pretty well afterwards, as well he should have. Oh, so guys,
it's a ridiculous bet.
before we get into the first fight, let's do all the promotions. I'm demonetized on the platform. I don't know how much longer I'm on YouTube. I don't know if you've heard yet, John, but Dan Dix of Press for Truth had his channel completely taken down.
Wild.
14 years of work,
When Molyneux disappeared.
gone, gone, gone. And you know what I didn't like about the Molyneux one is that they took him down the same day they took David Duke and Richard Spencer, implying like he was some kind of a white nationalist or
Hmm.
KKK member. And I know that he's discussed race before, and I may not agree with the guy, but I don't think that he's ever promoted racial supremacism. Not that I've ever seen.
Hmm.
You know,
No, but he's talked about IQ, and a lot of people get really sensitive when you talk about that type of stuff.
that is true. Um,
Which is it's disheartening. You can't talk about facts and figures or things that occur at regular intervals or whatever. Like people get offended by them. I don't understand why.
I just posted on my Facebook a great piece by Ben Swan where he goes over the actual studies that are out there of wearing a mask versus not, and you should have seen the responses. And one of them was like, "You would be a great Russian troll for the Trump administration." I go, "I hope that doesn't imply that you think that Russia interfered with the
Russia,
election."
Russia interfered with the election one, and Russia wants us to wear masks or doesn't want us to wear
I,
masks
it's the
for some
weirdest thing,
reason.
man. Like, and I had to explain to her that in
Like,
2011, John.
what are other countries doing with the masks? Is other countries having people who are like, no, I don't want to do this? Are
I
we
would
the only
assume
ones
there's
that are
plenty
having
of
like?
people that are like, I don't want to do this. I know I'm done. Like,
Because I totally, because there's totally like, you're a totally rational person who's like, I don't want to wear the mask. I don't feel like wearing the mask. I watched a video where there are people in Huntington Beach who didn't want to wear the mask. They seem normal and reasonable people. But then the narrative you get on social media every time is like some crazy person screaming about their rights and not wanting to wear the mask. And they look like psychopaths.
well, isn't that the point? They want
I
to
think, yeah.
make it very disingenuous to the fact that
Anybody who has questions about wearing a mask is a psychopath. That's what they're kind of making it look like.
I got Buffer in mind. You got Buffer yet? No Buffer?
Buffer, they're doing the tail of the tape.
Oh, okay. You're a little bit behind me. All right. Well, we're getting to the first fight. I do want to remind everybody you can get this audio podcast over at thegruelingtruth.com after the fact. You can check out everything John Fitch at johnfitch.net.
The newsletter.
Get the newsletter, and it looks like we are just about to kick off the very first fight, even though it doesn't.
Looking dapper in the white tuxedo suit.
We're just going to do it like this.
But yeah, so I have people who sign up for the newsletter. I have a kids wrestling guide, so you can take that. It's 5 techniques and a drill to do with your kids. You don't need a partner, just some open space. Get it done. And then I have I'm working on a neck care guide. So I'm putting together a little a system that I use to take care of my neck, help fix it, help it keep feeling better. I'm gonna get that out too.
So who you got? I'm taking. I think that Anasan, the black dude in the yellow shorts here, he missed weight, and I'm trying to see what their records are. Let me see. We got 9-1 and 10-1. I'm going with the guy that missed weight. I'm going with Alasan.
3 pounds over.
Yes.
Man.
Oh.
He's looking thick. He's got some thick legs. So the extra 3 pounds is going.
We got some good action. Fitch is a little bit behind.
I am.
Man, maybe I'll put it on one of my little links. I mean, I have ESPN Plus, so I could, in theory. Ooh! Oh, man, I like my pick, John. That's all I'm saying. Although he could punch himself out. He gets a little wild in there. Hold on. That may be something we're going to do.
That's a kick.
Ooh. Got a lot of action in this first fight. ESPN, no competition, John. In fact, we can talk about the pay-per-view numbers.
Absolutely nobody putting on events. Okay. You got a bunch of big head punches that are not getting 100% through clean. A lot of leg kicks by Lazez. But I don't know if he's going to weather the storm. He's throwing like kicks, knees, elbows.
He is heavily muscled, too. He could end up punching or kicking himself out if he doesn't get it done in the first.
Yep. Taking big, huge swings, too, so we might see an elbow slide through.
He almost looks like he has like a Lombard body.
And intelligently, yet vice.
All right. You tell me what's your time on these fights?
3:45.
You're at 3:45 on your thing?
Yep.
All right. Tell me when you get to 3:11 and I'm going to hit play on mine. Folks, thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. I'll try to get to the comment section in between fights, but I'm not going to promise anything. I got no promises for anybody on this broadcast. We're doing it live. Thumbs it up. Don't unsubscribe. And subscribe over to John Fitch because he does the John Fitch Knows Nothing. 3:11?
Here we go. 3:11.
Boom. There we go.
Lazez keeps sliding in that right knee. Like I really like what he's doing with that.
Not only that, he looks really fresh after he's taken that punishment.
Yeah,
which I like.
Weather the storm a little bit, and I mean it's when you're attacking with one thing. Like I was just throwing nothing but a barrage of big punches.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even mix up. I think maybe he tried to throw in one elbow towards the end there, but yeah, just big punches. So he moved a lot of head movement, slid in some knees.
Oh, good leg kick. Some leg kicks back and forth. Still pressing the action though is Alisson.
He's slowing down though a little bit.
Let's see. Yeah, for sure. And you know what? He's looking
now
pretty
he's
good.
throwing the leg kicks too.
Yep. He's checking them though. Let's see what we got here. And I like his counters too. It looks like his counters are getting a little bit sharper. We're talking about Lazez here. You know, he's looking fresh. He's dancing around a little bit. Throwing the jab. He could have very well punched himself out.
Yeah, hasn't been throwing much.
Nope.
He's second guessing a lot of what he's doing now.
And I like that last leg kick by Lazaz too. Look, the distance is there. Now he's backing up.
Changed his legs.
Yep.
Changed his stance.
Now we got 145.
He's getting him sitting still. He's just sitting there.
You know what? If he could set that head kick up with maybe going, you know, he's got a nice his right leg. That head kick's not as crisp as it could be. Maybe he gives him a body shot, small left after a jab to set that up, has him duck that head and come back in.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, right there. He goes the body shot and the head kick.
Body shot to the head.
Yeah, I like that.
He needs to be tapping those legs up more and more, though, because he's not checking everything. And the big guy, big legs like that, he's slowing down a little bit. Might as well chop.
Mm-hmm. Up. What do you think? You got caught uncomfortable right there? What was that? Went over to the ref. Man, you know what I can't stand about this? And I'm not sure if it's in your feed because it's, you know, it was in the ESPN Plus feed, but it wasn't in the TV feed. And you never know what feed you're going to get. But all these damn Amazon commercials about keeping people safe and wearing the mask. Ooh, big left. Like that.
Amazon masks.
And it's like, this is, John, that's why I'm on the road, man. Tell you what, in South Dakota, there's no mandatory mask thing anywhere, and you're just finding it in like the big corporate spots. Like if you went to a barber shop, you don't got to wear the mask.
Ooh.
But good takedown. I like that to finish the round.
Yeah.
Put something in the judges' up minds. I mean, who are you giving this round to? It's a close round.
Yeah, it is difficult to score the round. I could see it going either way.
I mean, I obviously want to give it to my guy.
Started so strong, threw a ton of punches. You look at the punch stats, look like he landed a bunch. So I could see where a judge would give it to him, but Lazez also did enough to be fighting back, scored well, made him miss a lot, and then got the takedown at the end. So without more definitive like scoring protocols, it's like hard to like really pick.
I'm with you there, brother. I think it's a tough one to pick as well.
I wouldn't be mad at either guy.
The fresher fighter, I guess we'll see when they come out. But I you know, to me, there's probably no way that he's not the fresher fighter, right? I guess I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I think he went into the break still moving fairly well.
So we got.
I would think he'd definitely be the fresher fighter for sure. But
we got Lee the Flea in here. He's saying 10-9 Lazez. Flurries just didn't do enough, he thinks, and he likes Lazez. All right, here we go. Looks like Lazez is taking more of the center of the octagon here as well.
He's got a good movement in and out.
Oh, got that leg again.
That's even better than checking leg kicks is great, but making them miss in the first place is even better.
Yeah, but when that happens, doesn't that make him way more susceptible for a guy like you to shoot on him immediately?
What if you make a miss?
Yeah,
No, because you're usually off balance from a missed leg kick.
gotcha. So you're more worried about giving up your back.
Because like you miss and you swing through, you don't want to really rotate all the way around and give your back, so you kind of got to recover. Ooh,
Ooh, nice
it's a
flurry
good
into a knee.
combination.
Yep.
Right, it's got him on the ropes
Yep.
here.
Oh, I
Would
like
go to
those
that
elbows. Ooh. Oh, now we
big
got a swing
punches.
fest. He's got to watch himself. He got clipped with the left.
Yeah, it's like all Al Hassan looks like he has these big, huge punches.
Ooh, there's that head kick again.
Yeah, he slides that up nice and fast. That knee, that right leg is a good weapon for him.
Body shot like that. I like that body shot combo. When he leads with that body shot, whether he gets it or not, he seems to set up a second strike. That was a weak leg kick by Al Hassan.
Ooh, take down his head.
He got it.
On the neck, yeah, I think he's got to pass the guard. He can use his position right here to do that choke.
I don't know much about Lazaz, but it looks like he's going right in for that head and arm right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we got side mount, everybody. Looks like he's going to give up on the head and arm. He's going to do some work. He's got a lot of time. He's got almost 3 minutes to work here. And it doesn't
Long time.
Yeah. Doesn't look like Al Hassan has a game plan right now. Like, it doesn't look like he's ready to explode.
He's kind of just breathing a little bit like, okay, how do I get out of here?
And I like those two knees.
What did Coach tell me? What did Coach tell me that one time?
If you didn't know, John Fitch doesn't like it when you come in here into the octagon or any other cage and you don't know how to wrestle.
Well, you don't even have a plan. You don't have a plan. What's he doing? Oh, my God. Oh, okay.
That's a horrible stand-up. Dude, he just need him twice, had a dominant position. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What were the odds on this fight? Are they trying to push Al Hassan?
They like big punchers.
They do, but this guy's got some crisp striking on top of it. You should want somebody who's got an overall... First of all, it's a competition.
This guy can mix it up.
Yeah, you shouldn't be sitting here going, well, I want this guy to win. Ooh, big right. But he's like, oh, nice body shot.
He needs to keep going to the body. Yeah, he threw that straight to the body. He needs to keep going with that body.
I'm with you 100% with that. I think that's where he's really hurting him. His punches, let's be honest.
Slows him down.
Yeah. Al Hassan's punches don't have what they had on him in the first round. I can promise you that. And, you know, Lazez did a really good job with those big flurries. I don't think this head and arm choke's going to be able to get in.
Nope. Not from Mount.
No. No.
Nope. I don't think it's going to work, buddy.
Oh, there you go. He's got both arms out now. But still, his arms are probably pretty gassed. He doesn't have anything locked up. He doesn't have the position right. I think he did a good job of using those lanky arms to absorb a lot of those big shots in the beginning, not take any.
Move his head. When your head's moving, it's not landing flush, and you get hit and your head rolls with it. Like, it doesn't really, it's not the same impact. It's not the same.
Yeah.
Same thing as like if, you see Mayweather rolling with stuff.
That's a great step over right there. He did that effortlessly, John. He's got that right knee right on his sternum, too. I like that.
Has no idea what he's doing on bottom.
No, none. His ground game is awful.
He's trying to hold. Yeah, he's holding on to the head. Wait, oh my goodness!
I can't believe he stood him up again.
He stood him up.
That's crazy. That's a dominant position he was working less than 5 seconds ago. Rogan would be going nuts. I hope that I can't hear what's going on right now, but I'm hoping that Paul Felder and Michael Bisping are going nuts. If they're not, let us know in the comments.
If you think these guys aren't doing enough, like give them a yellow card, give them first rejections. But like, I don't know about this.
Well, that's definitely a Lazez round.
Yeah, he definitely adds that one. So,
I mean, I would go as far as to say
1-for-1, maybe 2-0. Yeah.
You know what bothers me about that? You don't have those two stand-ups. You can argue a 10-8 round because he clearly would have had him on the ground or in control for over 4 minutes.
The majority of the, yeah.
I mean,
the referee should not be that involved.
They're in Abu Dhabi. I don't know who that referee is. God, I hate this
New
friggin' AT&T commercial.
New Abu Dhabi rules.
So, what do you think about Maxwell not getting bail?
That sounds. I don't know, man. They got something. Is she going to give up something juicy? I think they have a fall guy.
I don't think she's going to be able to give up anybody, man. I got to tell you, I read
You don't think so? I think they're gonna pick a fall guy who did this thing, and that's who all the attention is going to go to, and then she's going to disappear.
I don't know, man.
And
I
there'll
read
be
that.
a new news cycle, and then it was, oh no, this whole time was this guy, and that's.
Well, that is only if Les Wexner dies, because he is the guy. But Les Wexner's not going anywhere, even though he's, an 80-something-year-old billionaire. So today on air, I read basically the SDNY's detention 19-page, basically why she should not get bail or bond. They don't believe a word out of her mouth. They can't. Dude, she clearly had over a dozen bank accounts worth $20 million, Swiss accounts. She had basically
high flight risks. She was hard to find.
Well, on top of all that, she wanted to put up her United Kingdom property. She offered none of her real finances as collateral. They're like, we don't even have jurisdiction over that. And then she wanted to put up a $5 million bond, co-signed by 6 unknown people that you didn't. You like that? You think that knee was good or what?
That was a good knee. Popped his head back a little bit.
Yeah. The thing was, he was shooting on it. It was tough to see whether or not, because he grabbed, he didn't start. That's all right.
His head popped back.
I'm kind of surprised he's going for the takedown here, because he hasn't had any success on the ground whatsoever. Him right here, even trying to get him down there, that was a decent takedown, but he's scooting back. He's up again. Even on the last time, he had his extension arm. He's blowing his arms out here again as they're right around. He's trying to explode. He's
winning the round here, though. He's in control. The guy against the fence is usually working twice as hard because he's got to carry the weight of both guys.
I just don't know if he has the wherewithal or the gas to do it. Lizez looked fresher in the last 2 rounds. It looks like he's gonna, get the under hook and turn him around in a second, and then he's got 3 minutes to work. It is tough though, because you could have had a Alisson first round. I think Lizez is a no-brainer on the second. I think you're right.
He could pressure him on the wall and knee him and elbow him, for the rest of the fight.
Oh, there's that turn.
Turn him around now. But if he could have done that, it's possible he could have won, 2 rounds to 1.
I just didn't think he had the gas or the strength for it with everything that's been going on. I mean, he's tried to burn those arms out a couple times. I see, and I don't know why.
He's getting pressed into the fence.
Yep. Up. Yep. There it is. There's the takedown. See, I'm kind of surprised at that, though.
Head and arm.
Yep. Gonna blow his arms out more.
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
See, here's my thing, John.
Maybe the ref will stand me up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just hold on long enough. I'll get stood up.
That's what Alisson's been got to be thinking. But for Lizez to do that, for him to go for the takedown, to get side control like this again, for what? Only to get stood up by the ref? I mean, for the points of there he is holding on to the face, covering up,
covering the mouth, put pressure at the elbow.
How often would you use that?
Knee on belly. Anytime you can disrupt what your opponent's doing, make him think about something else, go for it. Cover the mouth. Grab a collarbone.
See, right now, I'd like to see some of those knees. Let's get those knees into the side. He's had success
knee on
with that.
belly, an elbow right here.
I mean, I'd really love to see
him up against the wall.
A crucifix, but he's got him up against the wall, and he's tall and lanky. He's got to push him off a little bit more to do that. But that would be nice. There you go.
His escape on bottom is to get his feet on the fence and push off. There he goes. He's trying, but
let's see.
Futile effort doing it. Yeah.
Good elbow.
He needs more posting, elbows, uppercuts on the inside, knee, the body. Like, he's got some great control, but gonna pull the hips back out.
Yep.
He can step over the legs, do the Khabib ride. I
You just got to scoot that butt
pinch a
out a little
butterfly
bit.
here and get the head out. He needs to work on getting separation, getting the head up, so he has some more leverage to throw strikes with.
Well, I would say this about
Guys-
Lazaz.
Just hold on to his head. Oh, now he's got his head out.
Yeah.
There you go.
He definitely had the better ground game there, but at the same time, throughout the fight, he didn't show that he could finish anybody. So is the jits really there? And he sure didn't show that he could use a full mount or even a side mount to land ground and pound. Alhassan trying to get those last few punches in could have stole the round right
maybe
there.
steal it. I could have.
Could have
It's
stole the
quite
round right there.
possible.
I'm gonna go. Man, that's a tough one. I mean, I feel like the third
I
round.
would think Lazaz won that fight. I mean, I think he's clearly demonstrated that he's a better fighter, but we know how scoring works.
I mean, again, the first round's tough. I would lean towards. I would have probably scored the first 2 rounds for Lazaz and maybe the third round for Lazaz. But that last flurry makes me think otherwise. They both had similar takedowns. They both had similar to no success in their mounts, in their attempts there.
Mm-hmm.
And really that last explosion, he hit him on the chin a couple times. Problem is that he didn't move. It's not like he was ever rocked. There was no stutter, no blah, blah, blah moment. Second round's not a... let's see what we got. I got no audio here, so...
Oh, did you lose my audio? My audio gone? What's going on?
No. I want to know whether it was a split or not. I'm not going to ruin it yet. I got 2 going here. Huh. So I guess we'll find out in about 30 seconds. But no, not a split. Okay. So not a split. I'll leave it at that, John. Not a split decision. So here we go. And that's a decent scrap. What weight class were we at? 170 here?
Oh, 70.
Yeah.
They don't look 70, but I guess 70.
What do you think they're looking like?
They look like 55-pounders.
Not that tall, right?
Soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there
Yeah, it
is.
was a good pick.
Yeah, I would say this. Good little opener for the UFC on ESPN for those just tuning into the main card. Oh, I've got the those up there. Man, I forgot that's how I had it. I'm such an idiot. All right, so who do we got next? We're doing it live, folks. Is it the chick fight? It's got to be, right? Yeah. Molly McCann
Chick
versus
fight.
Talia Santos. See, I'm a misogynist. I said chick fight. I'm a terrible person. If I said dude fight, am I also a terrible person, John?
We're all terrible people.
I don't disagree. Talia Santos versus Molly McCann. I believe I've seen Molly McCann 10-2-0. This is a 125er. I like Molly's middle name. It's Molly Meatball McCann.
Meatball. It's nice.
Talia now Santos. I feel like the Brazilian is gonna be hungrier and eat the meatball. I'm going Santos. Going Santos. What do you think about John Anik's Tom Selleck mustache? Personally, I'm not a fan.
I don't know. It's kind of creeping me out a little bit. It's a little creepy.
Have you ever been?
Trying to sell me some vacuums or something here.
What do you think that is? What are you one day going to decide to get rid of the beard and just go full throttle mustache?
It's just bored. I mean, I've been shaving a lot lately, but I don't know. It's kind of hot with the beard. I'm almost thinking about shaving again right now. It's only been 3 weeks, but has it been 3 weeks? I don't even know. I can't keep up with the quarantine shit.
Dude, it's so, again, I'm glad I'm on the road, man. It's still weird because so I'm in South Dakota, right? And so I'm at this one hotel. It had better internet than here, but it was a shit hotel, so I had to leave. But I go to get gas right next to my hotel, and there's a casino in the gas station. So then when I'm on the road, casino in the gas station. So when I'm on the road, I always, I've got two staples knowing like what you get at Denny's and Applebee's. So I'll always every once in a while hit up because you get the same thing everywhere. It's literally the same. So
Mm-hmm.
I pop in the Denny's thing, casino in the Denny's. So apparently South Dakota has casinos everywhere. They're not like resorts or anything like that. They're just
Nice.
kind of, yeah. If they're not Indian casinos
Nice.
either.
Well, it's America.
The problem is,
America.
John,
You want to put some gambling up? Put some gambling up.
if you have any amount of marijuana or even a pipe here,
Mm.
you can get a year in prison, up to a year in prison, and a $2,000 fine. Now, here's the catch. They're actually voting on full legalization right now, like coming up in the thing. So depending on how that goes, that's going to measure South Dakota a lot for me because there's a gold mine here, dude. It's cheap as shit. There's construction everywhere. People don't like the lockdown. I was just down in downtown Sioux Falls. I did just a 2-minute video where I was showing people around. I went over to Falls Park. It's gorgeous out here. I'm sure it's pretty snowy. But can you imagine a place with legal gambling at gas stations, legal marijuana, and actual freedom? I mean, that's going to be the new hotspot. Like Colorado blew up.
Good. Buy yourself some lake property.
I think this is it. But at the same time, I really like Missouri. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed right outside of St. Louis. The Ozarks were nice outside of Springfield and Branson. Just about everywhere is way better than New York at this point.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You got it.
All right.
So if you are joining us right now, guys, we are live with the UFC Fight Night Watch Along. JohnFitch.net is where you find everything John Fitch, the Weight Cut Bible. That's where you find John Fitch Knows Nothing. Remember, you can support me over here on the GoFundMe. I'll check it periodically. Ask me about Wayfair and all this other stuff. But any of the new ones that have to do with mixed martial mindset, we'll get to shortly. Let me just do some of this and dicka-dicka-do. I want to get rid of that there. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share, guys. We do it live here. Let's see what we got on the chat stream. Okay. 44 watching. What's up, guys? Let's see. 20% to the guy who makes weight. Yeah, that's right. The other guy lost weight, so he got 20% of his purse, too. Lizez definitely won that fight. And he had... Why hold a guillotine in mount, though? Exactly. Agreed. What the F? Another stand-up from the ref. What was dirty? Good elbow. I have this for Lizaz. How far back are you guys? I'm out. Too far behind for you guys. Have fun, guys. I guess so. Unanimous. Yes, it was unanimous. John should do a full Wolverine mutton. Man, it must be lagging on the live stream for seeing this, and we've got a decent connection. Oh, mixed martial mindset, guys. I guess when he gets back, we'll talk a little bit about not only Jorge, but we'll talk about Rose Namajunas. We'll talk about Max Holloway and whether he thought he got robbed. I thought he did. I heard that FanDuel actually gave money back after that. But Holloway looked super crisp. Just when I'd ridden him off and thought that he'd just gotten too punch drunk, the guy came out big. Looked great. I mean, really great. Props to Max Holloway, actually. Big time props. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, I got Santos in this thing, right? Who do you guys got? Brian Telford, how you doing, brother? John should do the full mutton chops. Let's see. Lived here 30 years. Never been a crime victim. St. Louis is okay. It gets a bad rap. I liked outside of St. Louis. How we doing, DJ Marks? Wayfair, you got just what I need. Again, the Wayfair stuff. So check this out, guys. I did a video today on some Amazon weird Cowboys bag that was on sale because the Wayfair thing, it led to Amazon, etc., where it looked like a kid was zipped up inside of it, like their head. And I'm just showing you how some of these things get out of control. So that was what it was. You just saw a little piece of it. You got to watch yourself. There's a lot of trolly McTrolls out there. We stick to what we can prove. The facts aren't the facts, after all. The facts aren't the facts. Thumbs it up. Let's see.
All right.
If you get into politics,
Taylor
John,
Santos.
do you think that you'll just go around telling people the facts aren't the facts and then do whatever you want? I feel like that's
If I got into politics, well, I'm just learning that everything's pro wrestling, and you just say whatever you want to. And if people don't do research for themselves and don't understand everything on their own, it's their fault. It seems to be what life's lessons are teaching me.
Yeah.
Is that how it is?
So what do you think's what's the future for California right now?
I don't know, because I keep hearing that they're going to shut things down again.
Yeah.
My buddy Mo is in town. He just went to the beaches today, and the beaches were fine. Some people out, not very many. But then I hear they're going to be closed again soon, like very soon. So I don't know what's going on. It's like certain things are opening, certain things are not. No movies, no movie theaters. The bowling alley's closed, but there's an outdoor putt-putt place that is open, and they have video games and whatever. So, like, we went to the archery range this morning. Yeah, it's hard to get a feel for it. It kind of seems like some people are neurotic and staying closed, wearing the mask, being all worried and paranoid. And then other people are like, F it, I don't care. It's very mixed.
But what I don't get is they're still pushing, like, at least in New York, it's okay to be part of protests, but anything else is not okay. And yeah, it's so bizarre that anyone would believe that because something is politically motivated, it's okay, and somehow it defies science, and they just promote this stuff. And let's be honest, at this point the science probably shows we'd probably have the same infection rates if we didn't lock down, the same infection rates if we weren't wearing masks, if we treated it right.
You have Sweden, you have Taiwan, you have Japan, you have places that are doing a pretty damn good job of treating this, regulating it. Switzerland, they didn't do lockdowns or shutdowns. They seem like they're doing all right. There's a lot of old people in Florida. Did they all die?
No.
Or what's going on?
And did you see, right now there's that big scandal that they were cooking the numbers in Florida. I haven't seen, you have not seen this? Let's see what Snopes has to say. We'll do it live. Oh, we've got introductions.
There's been a lot of crooked numbers with all of this.
You're not wrong. There's been super crooked numbers with all of it.
But it's, yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen to the small business owners. Stock markets seem to be doing great.
Which makes no sense. You know what does make sense?
No sense whatsoever.
Are you on Buffer yet?
No.
All right. Well, you let me know
Boy
when...
Scouts abuse helpline.
Oh, no. All right, so hold on. I'm going to have to pause again because I'm on this. I was going to say I'm way too much.
Doing the tail of the tape. Molly McCann.
You let me know when they go to the second girl. So when they're done with Santos and he does the fist bump, and that's when I'll unpause.
68-inch reach is a pretty big reach.
Yeah. No, I think that she's going to run through the meatball. I think but then again, there was an early women's fight upset. Some little chick out of the country Georgia went nuts, and she was getting pummeled and then pulled guard and got a really nice arm bar. The other girl tried to get out of it for a good 45 seconds, did some good work, and then it ended up verbally tapping, and it looks like it broke it.
Ouch.
Yes.
Ouch.
Yes. Where we at?
Tap. He just started to announce Molly
Okay.
out of Liverpool, England.
Yeah. All right. That's where I'm at now too.
And fist bump.
Fist bump on Molly.
Yep.
Oh, you see, now I'm a little bit behind you.
Rich Mitchell. Excuse me, that sounds like a fake name. Hi, I'm Rich Mitchell.
Wait, Rich Mitchell? Is that the ref's name?
That's the ref. I'm Rich Mitchell.
All right, I'm at
Referee
441 now. So you got to tell me then.
There right now, round. Big kicks by Santos.
All right, I'm at 440, 439. Where are you at?
442.
All right, so you're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 433.
Yep.
Boom. There we go. I'll tell you what, the meatball's hanging in there. Got a good left hook, keeping a distance, keeping out of range. Pretty crisp. Ooh,
It's tough.
big
Ooh,
right.
some fancy footwork.
She's throwing heavy when she throws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trying to take your head off. That's for sure.
So McCann is ranked 15, and I guess Santos is unranked. So this is the
Ken
big-
is definitely a slugger.
yeah. Santos looks like trying to keep the distance, but it looks like McCann's doing a good job of stepping away and then stepping in and getting away.
Switching her stance up a little bit. I don't know if that's confusing her on her entries.
She's definitely moving, and she's trying to circle the cage. Santos is doing a good job of kind of, stepping in, but not really being effective. It looks like McCann's striking is the more effective. Nice leg kick.
She seems a little bit confused. She's only been able to land the kicks and the knees.
What was this?
I don't know what's going on.
Those look legal. Did she pull her hair? Everything looked good there. I like the body kicked. I like the Russian. Who are these refs tonight?
She pull her hair? I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either.
Oh yeah, they're saying something about grabbing the hair.
Okay. Well, that's no bueno. Ooh, big right, good duck in and out. I like that. The meatball showing big left by the meatball.
Yeah, Santos is not finding any range with her punches. She looks very confused. Her kicks look good though.
Yeah, they do. But you just saw that right. That was like a really leading. Didn't look good. I'm not seeing a lot of straight jabs. I'm seeing more straight kicks that are being.
No, she paused with her punches.
Ooh,
but
good knee to the head.
Kicks and knees are good. She's taking punches, coming in, throws knees though.
Both
Santos
ladies,
is very, very long. Long legs, long arms.
I want to see her use that front kick more like John Jones does. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's had some success stepping in with a leg kick that was kind of lazy right there, and even that body kick rushing in with a knee. But why not use that front kick at a distance? Can's got the body up against the cage. Up, underhook, turn it around, big knee, tie clinch, not even together. Ooh, she might have the hair again.
Decent defense on the fence. She's got to push that head down, though. She's trying to push her head up. Oh.
Man, the meatball crowd, though. Oh, there we go. Turn it around.
Yeah.
It's a close round, I'll say that. I think McCann, I would say she would have had the advantage, but she just got dumped.
Yep, just got taken down. It's not good. Minute 30 still left to work. Let's see, Santos probably trying to pin that arm behind the back. Oh, it's almost there. No, it's got to drive. There it is. She's got it. It's trouble for McCann right here. Oh, she lost the arm. Ooh, that could have been game over if she would have caught that. Santos would have caught that wrist behind her back right there.
I think we got a pretty even round right now.
Got more of that tight clinch in the fence.
Good knee. I like the
Yeah,
work.
somebody needs to step up and dominate the last moments of this round, or they're gonna lose it.
I like Santos right now for this round because of the cage control and the knees, but you can't count McCann out. All she is one or two decent strikes away, or turn it around and putting her on the cage to win this round. It's that close.
Mm-hmm. She fights hard and gets a takedown at the end of the round. That would be pretty good for her.
Yep, we got 20 seconds. I do like what Santos did there, though. She was able to get both arms around her body, and I don't think that she's going to give up this position right now.
Mm-mm. Chip away, knee.
Up!
Oh,
Up.
It was just nice, easy takedown.
Yep, got it. And McCann tried the leg trip there, couldn't get it. Almost like a pseudo judo toss. That's the round. I mean, I give that one to Santos. Ended up on top. Super close round. I think the last minute really decided it.
Yep, I'm going with Santos on that also.
Oh, I've had to see the same beard commercial many a times. The trimmed fairway. The grow with the flow. What is this? Oh, at least at least they're not wearing masks. At least you can still see their faces. And then we got the propaganda military commercials. Those are the most high-tech commercials out there, I feel like now. About 15 seconds out, folks, and then we'll be back with the next round. I think we both agree that it's probably a Santos round, but, you never know. The judges sometimes aren't the best. And it was close up until that last minute. I'd like to see the numbers on that, actually. Significant strikes. 40 fights in 90 nights. Available on UFC Fight Pass. What is that? Oh, I get it. Yeah. There are a lot of...
Fight Islands. They might be living there if Nevada goes back to the lockdown.
He was talking about it. And I think it's going to... Listen, they did 1.1 million pay-per-view buys on that one. That was much more unexpected. And like I said, Masvidal got points. What'd you think of Holloway, by the way? I thought Holloway looked super crisp and got robbed.
I thought he won. I thought he won 4 rounds to 1.
I definitely had at least 3-2.
I had Volkanovski winning the first exchange 3-3. I think 4-1 or 5-0 or something like that. So yeah, I just thought Max clearly won that fight. I don't know.
Did you hear that FanDuel actually gave the people their money back that bet on Holloway and lost? That's incredible.
That is pretty crazy.
It's unheard of. Let's see.
We don't want your money, even though. No, so yeah, it's just I don't know how they scored it that way. I mean, I guess I'd have to go back and rewatch the fight and see what I'm missing. But it seemed like Max was winning. I was expecting Volkanovski to come in there and kind of mow through him a little bit.
So was I. And I thought he looked super crisp. It looked like the Max of old. I was worried about the haircut, I'll be honest. When I saw that, I was like, oh, man, if he gets tuned up with that haircut, it's a career ender. And I clearly had him winning the first 3. I could have seen an argument for the 4th round, maybe going to Volkanovski. And then the 5th round I gave to Volkanovski. But, yeah, I thought it was 3-2. Best. Oof. Tell you what, Santos is going back to that game plan of pressing her up against the cage.
He's landing a couple good knees.
Which is a little bit surprising to me because she has that reach, like you said. And, in the first round, she was coming in with those leg kicks.
Punches are not her. She doesn't have confidence in her punches. They're not crisp.
Even McCann right now, her punches aren't as crisp. There's not as much on them. Santos goes with a leg kick, lands, gets off balance, but then goes right back to that takedown. Damn.
Let's get with that body lock, that clinch takedown.
Yep. Now side control, I like this. Full mount. Got that pretty easily. Mount. Can she get a head and arm? That's the question.
Mount. Needs to make her pick a side. She got an underhook at that one side. She needs to try to run that underhook.
Ooh, good elbow. Like that.
For elbows. Post in that face. Post the face and then drop the bows.
Up. She's got one arm in. She's trying to lock it up, it looks like, but she's not under the arm on the left-hand side. She looks like she's trying to get under that arm. Ooh, good elbow.
She's controlling that arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good position. You can give yourself some space to do some damage.
Oh, McCann out, though. Screwed out.
Looking for that. Is it the Doris right here? She's going to tuck the head down.
It's hard to see whether or not there's an arm in there or not.
Sit down to her hip.
She's got to get off that cage if she wants that to work, though.
She can get it from here. If she gets the angle, she sits down to her hip. I don't know if she's got it with the arms or not.
I don't think
she's
so. Look at
stepping
where
over
her
that
elbow
leg.
is compared to her head right there. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, she's losing it.
Yeah.
Yep. She almost had it.
McCann's tough, man.
Yeah, she's a scrapper.
I don't think she wants to go to this third round and let her stand up. I think that McCann would do the best to try to do what she was doing in the first round and stay off the cage with her, because it looks like more and more Santos is controlling the against the cage and ground game.
Ooh, big takedown.
Yeah,
rough one.
Out.
She's not versed in the realm of wrestling escapes. Now she's getting, it's the curse of the ginger in the fight game.
Still, you know
she's getting a little rosy.
A lot
legs
of time.
are getting a little rosy from rubbing on the ground. Man. It's not fair. But the judges probably makes you look more tired.
See, right
you're
here,
losing more.
All right. This has got to be... See, I can make the case here for a 10-8 round for Santos. She controlled her for clearly more than 4 minutes. We had one submission attempt, several elbows on the ground. McCann really didn't get off any offense.
You could argue that for sure.
I think that, you know, under the new rules of cage control, and I would assume they're going by those in Abu Dhabi, this is a 10-8 round. I mean, it's not a piss pounder, but look at her. I mean, even that attempt on it, she immediately took side control on her. You know, got out. There wasn't really much of an armbar attempt. Right now, Santos, 2 rounds.
Definitely. I could see the argument for that.
Oh, so there you go. It looks like McCann's going to need a finish if there's any really, you know, justice out there. I'm not saying there is, by the way.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace.
No peace.
Why you were pressing me, bro?
Oh, man.
It is true, though. We are on a total injustice system. I mean, that's what's sad in this place. I hope that I get proven. But, dude, there's just, again, I like what the SDNY wrote up. I mean, they really wrote up a really good thing. I mean, they wrote, you should have seen how many examples they put up for not allowing her based on the health and the coronavirus. They did a great job. And by the way, a lot of people were complaining that these charges were only from, I believe, 1994 to 1997, but they were very specific in their detention, saying, "Hey, if you want to try to pull this non-prosecution agreement bullshit, McCann throwing big coming out,
big in the third."
Basically, they said you can't because these crimes were never covered in that non-prosecution agreement deal because these are different charges. So that was pretty brilliant. I mean, they made other cases too, but I thought that was one of the better ones. See, I think this is what McCann wants, though. She had the most success in the first round. Here we are 30 seconds in, and we still got a striking battle.
Mm-hmm. She wants to trade.
She needs to. I mean, it doesn't look like she's going to get a submission on this girl. I like that front kick from Santos, still trying to keep her in. The jab. But like you said, it doesn't seem like
she's starting to try to find the jab, but it's still not.
Doesn't have the confidence. You're right. Look how she's pawing at her too when she's not landing it.
Kicks are still coming
like
good.
That right there. That's a swiping punch. Like that's not even a counter. Ooh, big left by McCann stepping in. She needs the KO though. 4 minutes to do it. McCann got a big mouse under her right eye. Ooh, spinning back kick.
Oh. It was a little jumpy too.
I like
she might have cleared.
You know what?
She might have been in the air.
She ate it well. Ooh, spinning back fists, spinning back elbows.
Spinny shit coming.
McCann is putting it all on the line here, folks. Oh, big left. See, Santos right now has got to think to herself, we got to stop this. Let's slow this pace down. Let me get in there. Let me get her against the cage again.
Get your takedown. Or like when you are landing clean leg kicks, your leg kick meter needs to like go, 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 and just keep firing off shot after shot on the leg kicks.
Ooh, big
Increase
right.
your leg kick volume until they do something about it or you hurt them.
I really, again, McCann is hitting those. Ooh, decent
Yeah,
right by
she's-
Santos. Backed her up. There you go.
Okay, now we're on the fence. Now Santos can put some nails in the coffin if she gets another takedown here.
I would say that's what's going to happen here. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Body lock takedown again.
You know, I would like to see her work with some judo because she is tall and lanky, and she's doing that with brute force, really not getting to the legs. I think with the proper training, she could get a lot better at that. I mean, but at the same time, John, you know, she has to get a little bit more crisp. Oh, maybe
She's
that
in
head and arm choke.
control and taking the easy takedown. There's nothing, you know. She's getting the job done.
I mean, she's doing it well. This looks like
The
it's gonna
side
be
control
about over.
position is just it's a garbage position in MMA. They got no control. They pop up like that all the time.
You know, but
You need to go if you're in side control. You got to pop up knee on belly right away, or you gotta sit down to your hip and face the legs, put pressure on them because they're gonna roll into you.
But
Go
what
right
about the
for
old school, like when
single
you would
leg
see,
attack.
like when you would see, I would say, a great example was Roy Nelson back in the day when he utilized jiu-jitsu, Kimbo Slice, especially going for that.
I mean,
that
heavyweights is a little different.
John Jones used to get that crucifix too, brah. I mean, I maybe it was just, you know, they were a higher level. You know, remember he would step over.
I mean, you can sometimes like from side control fight that crucifix, but John Jones is one of those examples of kind of an outlier because he's such a good wrestler.
And he is tall and lanky for that
If he
division.
goes, though, he's just going to sprawl you out and then retake your back or whatever.
I mean,
Maybe
it could
check you
roll
from the
you into a
front.
full mount where he's on top of you. I see that sometimes, but I used to love seeing that crucifix. I just think that's, you know, if you do that in the right position, Josh Barnett used to do it. Big heavyweights. I guess it is the heavier guys you see that with. But I was a big fan of it. I remember people used to pull it on Mark Hunt before he had any wrestling defense or takedown defense. They would do the same thing against Butterbean back in the day. You tried to get Butterbean, big Butterbean on his back, get some side control, get him into the crucifix position, then pull a Kimura.
Yeah. Mount again, trying to.
This is it. She got
Hopefully
full
get a
mount.
finish. Oh, feet on the fence. Oh,
Putting
there
some
you go.
stampage on it. I like it.
Yeah, start.
She got the body triangle in? Nope.
No, she's staying on top. She's doing a good job staying on top. She's having a hard time finding good, clean strikes.
There it is. I'd say that's pretty dominating.
Yeah, Santos.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a 30-26 somewhere in there, folks. Second round looked like a 10-8 to me. But it is a Santos fight. The meatball gave it all she could. She's going to lose her ranking to
The
Santos.
little meatball that could. She fought tough, man.
She did. She fought real tough. And she didn't give up. I mean, the third round, she landed some shots. I'd say this, too. Santos has a pretty decent chin. She didn't get stung or rocked in anything I saw.
She kept moving forward. She didn't have any confidence in, her punches coming out and throwing anything from range. But she did a good job with the kicks, and that knee she threw was great. She kept throwing that body knee with the right.
Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. Absolutely. Who you got next? Cody Stamen versus Jimmy Rivera. Jimmy Rivera's been top tier. Cody Stamen, coming up the rankings, has never really looked bad. Man, that's a tough fight because I don't like to bet against Jimmy Rivera, but it seems like he's been on the downslide. And it's 8 versus 9. It's about as evenly matched as it could get. Cody Stamen, coming off a W, but also losing his 18-year-old brother last month. That's crazy. Like, he dealt with it well. He did it on 3 days' notice in his last fight. I'm just saying, that's got to affect you. Like, that's...
Yeah, and it's also crazy times. Everything's crazy.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Crazy. So, yeah.
Here we go. What do we got? I expect a unanimous decision, and it looks like, Santos, unanimous decision. There you go. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Who you got coming up this week for John Fitch Knows Nothing?
I gotta double check. I might be solo Sunday. I may have Mo back in the studio again, but I think I may have an episode that's not the usual Sunday at 7. Like this last Sunday, I had a show at little at 10 or so because I had a guy, Jeff Gums, a Navy SEAL who started this company, Single Life, and he went to do the Alcatraz swim episode, I think, with John McAfee coming up.
Oh, snap. You got the McAfee, huh?
So if I don't know if you have any questions, you should send me questions to ask McAfee.
That's so tough. Like everybody's telling me I should do McAfee. My thing is, look, everybody loves the legend of a literal internet pirate, right? Like a guy that made a super fuck ton of money as a, for anybody that doesn't know, McAfee was one of the biggest antiviruses when antiviruses weren't free and they were big. Like you actually needed them because, the computers were like the wild, wild west. And I remember things like the Da Vinci virus and all those weird ones. So he made a bunch of money. Then I hear he has like 72 children. And he gave, after Ghislaine Maxwell got picked up, he gave you the 4 things that you have to do if you want to stay on the run. And it was all about disinformation. It was all about no cell phones. It was an interesting quick watch. I don't know if he killed that guy or not. He could have. There's a possibility he fucking did kill that guy. That's a tough one, man. I guess he's an interesting talk. You know what I mean? But he's one of those guys that can kind of say or do anything, right? Because he said that Bitcoin was going to go to what? $20,000 by, I think it was like a few months back or something, or he would eat his own dick. He doesn't have to eat his own dick. He knows he doesn't have to eat his own dick. He said he's not going to eat his own dick. It's a provocateur. Like, yeah.
He's really got the FU money.
He does have the fuck you money.
Like he can do what he wants, say what he wants.
You got to think that he was also probably smart enough to invest in crypto the right way because of all of his insider knowledge and money at the time, and being amongst those weird like DEF CON and other motherfuckers, because he is one of those guys. Who knows how much money he really has? It could all be a front and he's blown through a ton of it, or he could have just literal fuck you money all over the place and contingency plans everywhere. It's tough to tell. He seems to be enjoying it. I mean, those are the questions. Those are the questions you should ask.
What's reality? It's all pro wrestling. So how much of it is reality and how much of it is, just a narrative, successfully deployed narrative.
Exactly. That's what you should ask him. How much of you is a successfully deployed narrative, and how much is this John McAfee? I mean, do you have contingency plans and millions of dollars all over the place in case? Or are you just giving us all a run like a used car salesman? Are you going to die broken penniless? What's the McAfee answer? Like, you should really throw him some curveballs. Get in there. Get grimy with him, right? He'll respect that anyway. I don't know. Steve Poikonen, who does Slow News Day, he recently interviewed him like a couple weeks ago. And McAfee seemed to have a pretty good time on that program and say some interesting stuff. But, boy, he's a smart guy, no doubt. And he's definitely one of those like pop culture figures that's left his mark on our generation especially. But, man, I don't know. Like, what were you going in there with? Like, what were your thoughts?
I need to prepare. I still need to prepare. I got some time tonight, and then I gotta get up early tomorrow, and I gotta double check with it might be next week, but it might be tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I'd be interested in, I guess, to see if I get a straight answer is, when did you begin investing in the crypto market, and how diversified should a guy like me be in it? Like that, you know what? Get some real financial advice and see what he says. See if he gives you some like Dan Pena shit. That could go out to everybody. Because right now I'm starting to move around for the first time some crypto with my ERC 20 tokens, and now I've got some Ethereum, and I bought some XRP, and now I've got Bitcoin, and I'm trying to make it so like when I know that Ray is going to take a big hit, or I feel like it's going to take a big hit, and Ethereum's going to take off a little bit, because there can be a sizable difference. I'll put my money into Ethereum, and then I'll wait until Ray takes that hit, and then I'll buy back the Ray, and I'll actually make a little bit more money. So, this is my stock market. So that's what I'm interested in. I mean, who are the crypto kings that aren't selling you bunk? Like Ray seems to have an intrinsic value, and Ethereum, just in the fact that all these, tokens are subcontracts of it, and it's the second most known crypto at this point, seems to be the way to go. But then again, could the rug just be pulled out from under this one day? Like literally you wake up in the morning and it's all gone? Like, ask him how likely that is. Yeah, that's another question.
Like the crypto just goes away,
or it just gets hacked to the point it's worthless, or
the government gets into it,
or like wallets get hacked so nobody has access to them. The trading, like, I use Coinbase, and there's BitRX, and all these little forums. I mean, fuck, the blue check marks got hacked today, but you didn't notice, huh? They fixed it quick.
I saw some of it on my timeline, but like it didn't. By the time I got back on, it hadn't affected me at all.
Because along with that is what Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and I think Kanye West all got like hacked into some weird Bitcoin scam, right? So, and the thing is, I don't think that crypto is going anywhere anytime soon, right? But
I don't think so either. I think there's so many different uses for it, especially with Bitcoin and a store of value. I think it's going to be a store of value for a long time. I mean, something else could come and take its place, but right now it seems like Bitcoin's going to be here for a little bit.
I think it's going to be more than just a little bit, because when you see PayPal integrating all sorts of crypto wallets, not just Bitcoin, into that tells me, PayPal's not going anywhere. And they're doing it with Venmo too, because PayPal is Venmo. It's the same exact platform, same exact people. That's where I started taking notice. I'm like, damn, now's the time to really get into this and have a wide portfolio, and maybe get into some of the cheaper coins now, so that in 5 years, when everybody's trading via PayPal and Venmo in things other than dollars, I have some of those things. I don't know, man. It's a weird and wild world. I'm not taking the vaccine. Yeah,
it's not a bad strategy to have, and then it's good to take, cryptocurrency endorsements and people helping out for your creations. It's always good.
Man, when I watch this, what do you think about the fact that like the UFC's Fight Island is in like a pseudo cage that looks like the Thunderdome from Mad Max 3?
In a country that's like authoritarian regime. It doesn't escape me.
You mean a rule by bloodline in 2020?
Yeah,
like literal
the absurdity
royals.
of it.
I mean, think about that, dude. We had kings and queens in the days of the Colosseum with the Romans, even though they were trying to make their Caesar.
Yeah. There's a viral outbreak. So what do? We go to a authoritarian regime to stage fights with exploited athletes
in a literal cage, as it comes up here, guys. Made up of a model of the Thunderdome. I mean, it literally looks like Mad Max 3 with Tina Turner. If you took the cage and the people out, they're literally in like an encompassed like dome cage for this. It is, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. It's like art imitates life, and everybody thinks that we're just so advanced, and I look at it and I'm like, we still
we're a bunch of monkeys. We're a bunch of hairless apes. That's all. We act all sophisticated. We're not. Bunch of monkeys.
Oh, well, at least we're getting our monkey fights today. Oh, he said monkey fights. He's a bigot. He's calling human beings apes. We hate him. Cancel him now.
Science is awful.
Well, I
Science,
remember
bigots in biology.
one of the first.
There was a thing the other day. It was like some scientists were talking about biological. They're giving a speech on biological sex, and a bunch of people stood up and walked out in protest.
Oh, people need the human animal in their life. Like I always suggest that to people because you can't even get away with like showing that to people anymore. But that was something they showed in schools 20 plus years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty damn accurate. And you know what it wasn't? It wasn't really controversial other than the fact that it was teaching any kind of evolution. That was the big controversy back then, is that it was teaching some type of human evolution within our species and comparing us to animals. And now, forget about anything natural or anything scientific. We'll just pump you full of hormones,
It's funny that throughout history, it was the religious people that were trying to separate us from animals in biology.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were better than the animals. So the religious people were the ones doing that. But now it's the people who are the atheists. But I guess it's really, they just found a new religion. It's just a new religion. Right?
It is. I agree.
Their new woke religion says that's not allowed anymore.
I mean, they really believe it, dude. Like, again, I'm saying this, and today, and it's like, hey, you should go work for the Russians, and I'm like, the Russians wouldn't hire me 9 years ago. I went in, and I sat down with them. I was going to actually work for Abby Martin as her producer, and Misha did not care for me. Like, I remember I was talking about legalization of marijuana. He was like, we don't talk about that. I think I talked about 9/11 and something else. Oh, we can't talk about that. There was something else they said, and it was like I was like 3 for 3, basically on like basically rubbing them the wrong way. It's like, where do I fit in? The Russians don't wanna hire me?
You're the wrong kind of woke.
I hate woke. It's the worst term ever. It sounds like I lost at Orange Julius. It's like, oh, I can't have a strawberry Julius. I gotta have a woke. Ugh. Ugh. It sounds like it tastes like fucking vanilla piss. It sounds awful. Oh, who you taking? I'm taking Stamen. I'm taking Stamen and
I'm thinking, Stamen.
3-round decision, or does he sub?
He looked really good in the last one. I don't know.
I think Stamen 3-round decision. If Jimmy Rivera is going to win this fight, I think he needs to knock him out in the first or second round, and probably the first half of the second round if he's looking good in the first. I hope he is looking good. Jimmy Rivera is a killer, but the last few years have not been too kind. You know what? I'm gonna say he's not even 500 the last couple of years. Let's see what we got. Jimmy Rivera, buddy.
Yep, go JohnFish.net.
Yep.
Sign up for the newsletter.
He is 1-4 since June 1st, 2018. So again, 1-4 the last 2 years, folks. That's not too promising. So we'll see. Here we go. Got the tail of the tape. Pretty evenly matched in that regard. I mean, same height, similar reach. Jimmy Rivera's got 4 inches on him, but I don't know. I think Stamen's going to be able to overcome that. But here we go, guys.
I think I'm a few seconds behind you.
Where I just have the buff come out. You're a few seconds behind. I'm going to hit pause.
I'm on a Nets.com commercial.
3. Man, how do I keep getting behind you? You let me know when.
We're doing the tail of the tape right now.
All right. You tell me when
4 inch.
When Cody Stamen starts punching in his corner as the buff whatchamacallit, announces him.
The buff.
The buff. Hey, I like his suit today. It's not too over the top. I'm A-okay with it. I'm A-okay with the buff. Oh, he's got the cups on the back. Oh, that's a different one. I'm looking at the wrong feed. Are we at Cody Stamen yet?
Cody Stamen, yeah, they're announcing right now.
All right. I got him dancing around now, too. He's the underdog at plus 100. Still, I mean, that's really, whatever. It's a gimme. Pretty evenly matched.
Man on a mission, though, and he's got some momentum going forward, maybe a little bit.
Now. You on Rivera?
Yep.
All right. Oh, Jimmy Rivera needs this. If he doesn't, it's probably the Bellator for him. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but then again, I looked all over, John. I couldn't find anything on Bellator fighting still, and we're almost in that third week.
I've seen some soft announcements of things happening, but they're all soft.
They have a couple cards up there. One of them's in October, and one of them is, I forget, but there's 2 cards coming, but they're months away.
But there's supposed to be something the 24th.
I don't know. That's 9 days away, John. If I'm making my way across the country. Here we go. Let's see. Cody Stamen coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done the cupping?
This looks like, what's his name? John Favreau.
Favreau?
Yeah.
He's got a Favreau.
Looks like him with Favreau with a beard.
Favreau's had the beard before. Man, remember when Favreau was just an actor? What was he in? Swingers was his big movie with Vince Vaughn, back when Vince Vaughn was skinny.
I'm so old that chicks used to tell me that when they met me that they knew about what UFC was because of Friends.
Oh, when John Favreau got the crap kicked out of him in it?
Yeah.
He was dating...
oh, yeah, the thing that guy did in Friends.
And you know how I knew that reference? I'm just as old as John Fitch. In fact, on the 24th, if there is a fight, that will be my 41st birthday. I know,
Over the hill.
I know, surpassed 40 and now on the road to death, basically.
It just starts getting good.
Really. Is that 40 you think it is? That's where it starts getting good?
Ooh. Turn around. Try to take his back.
Ooh. Oh, so I'm a little bit behind you. Ooh, Jimmy Rivera. Liking it.
Was you keep feeling each other out, but they're not doing much. Some
Tell
leg
you what,
kicks.
Jimmy Rivera, this is his kind of fight, though. Cody Stamen. Uh-oh. See, I'm behind. Oh! Cody Stamen on the attack.
Where you at?
Where are you at?
250.
You're at 250? Let you know in a second. All right, I just skipped to 216, so when you get to 216, you let me know.
Okay.
We're doing it live, folks. The internet's a crazy thing.
Some good exchanges back and forth.
Where you at?
225.
All right, 9 more seconds.
Ooh, it's a switch. Right now, 216.
Gotcha.
The switch got the double leg, and the fence needs to pull his hips off that fence.
Rivera's breathing hard off that fence.
Yep. And he's trying to do some damage, so he needs to step over them legs. Pull him up.
I don't know if those rabbit punches are doing much. But then again, Stamen's not really being able to pull him off that fence.
Yeah, he's not getting anywhere himself.
No. Gives it up, takes his back, but still hasn't really done anything offensively. Watch those fingers in the cage.
He's wearing him out.
What do you think about the foot
stomps? Down. I mean, I don't really like them. They're kind of garbage. I'd rather have head stomps than foot stomps.
So it doesn't annoy you if someone in the cage is with you and they're foot stomping? It's not going to get you to move?
No, it does. I mean, it hurts. It sucks. But I mean, like, yeah, you're not moving your feet around. I guess you're gonna get foot stomped.
Cody Stamen not doing much. Probably has had this position now for well over a minute.
Yep. Hanging heavy on him. He needs to get busy with the knees.
Oh, there we go. See, I don't mind that. There wasn't much going on for about 60
Yeah,
seconds.
he could have been throwing knees and doing much more.
I mean, it didn't seem like after he got up and took his back, he did anything to improve the position, so I'll take that one. You know, I don't
Didn't do any
mind that breakup.
damage either with it. So it's one thing to hang on the guy, wear him out a little bit, but you gotta be doing some damage. A little foot stomps aren't gonna get there.
Ooh, left by Jimmy Rivera.
Crazy punches right there.
Rivera needs a big moment. He already got planted. It's clearly a Stamen round.
Yeah. Maybe he looks more like Dan Blazarian. Maybe that's it.
Dan Bilzerian, there's another weirdo. You should get him on the podcast. Big left. But he's another big faker. You don't know what he's telling you is true. You know? Mm-hmm. Everything's an image. Anybody that's just like putting their shit on Instagram all the time, why would I ever trust you? Like,
it's all sales.
I don't know, man. That Instagram world, it's an extension of the Facebook world. I already hate the Facebook world. It gets shittier and shittier every single day. I don't know, man.
I post stuff on Facebook, but I don't ever like consume anything. I'm never there.
I use it as a messenger. Every time I get on there and I post something, it's just people that want to mock me. And then basically not watch what I posted and mock me anyway. And then I post something else going, well, did you watch it? And they just don't respond. They're just like, Russian troll. And I'm like, what? There are some people I can post on their thing and we'll have a conversation like, have you seen the Dr. Bartlett videos? The guy who's treating people with budesonide, the inhaled steroid in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was able to like show somebody that because I was like, you know, there's treatments already. They're not telling you about. Shouldn't that concern you? They're holding out for a supposed vaccine when the flu vaccine isn't even 50% effective. What are we doing? Yep. That's scary. That should let you know.
Why don't we get a handle on the treatments that are successful?
Dude.
Ooh, take one early.
Oh, again, he takes his back, trying to get him onto the ground. Gets up again. Good elbow by Jimmy Rivera. So the day that Dan Dix had his channel taken down, YouTube took my video of Dr. Cameron Siddell down. He was that first doctor that went viral that was warning people about the ventilators in New York City. Remember that black-haired guy? They took down his original video, and the New York Times had actually gone to him after that went viral and did their own video on it. Would the New York Times video also not be allowed on YouTube? I mean, it's the craziest thing in the world, man, that we're censoring doctors in 2020 on the second largest search engine and the first largest video platform in the world.
Not allowed to tell people things.
It's nuts.
Because it's even if they just mean well, like telling us, oh, you don't need a mask because they're worried about them not having enough masks for people who need them.
Jimmy Rivera turning it around. Look at this.
Yeah, nice. In a good position.
I like what he's doing
here. He stays on top and keeps doing work the rest of the round.
Oh.
Probably going to be a split.
Yep. Stamen shook him off. He had one hook in. I was thinking he was going to go for his back, maybe even a body triangle. Pushing him up against the cage now. Doing work. Doing work. Loving the work.
He's got him pinned on the fence. He needs to start attacking more. Oh,
there it is. Yep. And he's got that mouth wide open. I mean, I'll say this. Every time he's gotten loose, he still seems like he's got a lot of energy. It's tough to tell when he's up against the cage or even pressing up against the cage, you know, whether he's going to be able to explode or not because he does look tired. Like Stamen, you know, every time I see him, he looks composed. His mouth is still closed. He's breathing out his nose. I mean, right there, I saw Jimmy Rivera take a deep breath, but he's still mixing it up. Stand in the center of the cage, folks, waiting for it to pop off a little bit. Stamen first round, I'd say right now it looks like a Rivera round. Rivera stalking him down.
Well, I mean, the round started off in Stamen's corner. Remember, he had an early takedown.
He did, but I like the striking of Rivera, and then he held him for at least a minute and a half. Stamen really hasn't landed anything in this.
Yeah, he's kind of slowing down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, Rivera, again, when he's up against there, he looks like he's taking deep breaths, but right now he's got the center of the cage. Stamen, I mean, not backing up, but certainly not being the aggressor.
Stamen's output's gone way down.
Mm-hmm. Even right there, when Rivera came in, that 1-2 that Stamen tried to give him looked really sloppy. And then there was no real clinch right there. It was a clinch and out. Stamen backing up. Ooh, good left, right. Still Stamen backing up in this second round. I'd say right now, that 1-2 by Stamen looked good. Anybody could take this round in this last minute. It's going to go with the judges. Anyone who looks better in this last minute is probably taking this round.
See if they turn it up. We've got end of the second coming.
Kind of lazy leg kicks right now by Jimmy Rivera. Stamen trying a 1-2, not landing. Rivera staying out of the distance. Ooh, big left right by Rivera. Misses on the third one. Stamen eats it all, though. Good jab by Stamen. Guys, this is going to be a pick 'em round unless somebody does something big in these 15 seconds.
Yeah. I'm going to have to flirt. Oh! Planny, that might have been it. That might have helped.
You know what? That was a big knee by Stamen, but Jimmy Rivera ate it like lunch. He didn't back up at all.
Oh.
Man. Again, that knee, it looks flashy and it looks good. It could easily give him the round. But I could see where that could go to Jimmy Rivera as well. Right before that knee, Jimmy Rivera landed with a shot. Stamen ate that easy. It was a straight, but still. So, I mean, it could very well be 1-1 here, or it could be 2-0 Cody Stamen. I would say that knee probably puts it 2-0 on most judges' scorecards, just because of how flashy it looked.
Yeah, with the round that close, they're gonna remember the last big thing they saw.
Double your traffic and get you found on Google. Yeah, we want to be on Google.
Yeah.
Fuck Google. Baseball's back. That's what, tomorrow?
Is it back tomorrow?
I think it is.
In California? They close that down?
I'm not sure. That gives me another reason, though, to drive back through St. Louis on my way back to go catch an actual ball game. Or are they doing it with no fans?
I don't know if there's going to be any fans. You think they could socially distance those big old stadiums?
You would think so, especially, some of them are socially distancing since like the 90s. Just being as terrible as they are. Here we go. Jimmy Rivera looking pretty fresh. Doesn't look like he's gassed. He's pressing the action. If anyone looks a little slower, I'd say it is Cody Stamen. But it's not like he's breathing heavy either. He's just backing up.
Yeah, he's just not moving forward and using the same output he was before.
It's a close fight, folks. Rivera continuing to take the center of the cage. Here's the shot by Stamen. Got him pressed up against. Got one leg up. Giving that leg up. Ooh, good elbow by Jimmy Rivera. I like that.
Yeah, he's doing some control, but he's not doing any damage. No knees.
When he's had him up against the cage, he hasn't. I'd say this. That's where he's really missing. He's missing that Kattar-esque dirty boxing. Where Jimmy Rivera right now, where he's got him pressed up against the cage, we saw a couple of body shots there. Even when
he's him throwing the knees here, right?
Yep.
He's those big knees into the thighs like that. Those do a lot of damage. Those can get a guy moving around, feeling uncomfortable.
He's digging his head into his neck. Again, he's trying to keep busy because he wants to maintain
nice,
that good.
Nice knee to the body.
Really nice knee to the body. Good left on the way out. Stamen misses on the way out. This looks like a Jimmy Rivera round right now with a little over 3 to go. Stamen looking like he's about to pick it up a little bit, though. He's moving a little quicker, but again, where's the output, right? Attempted head kick, nothing on it, really. No setup. That left-right, not that impressive. Still anybody's round, however, I would say. No one's done some major damage. Stamen could be up 2-0, or it very well could be 1-1.
A little bit of blood from Stamen's eye. Maybe that's what's holding him back. Or...
You know, that right eye has looked kind of blown up since after the first round. I was thinking that as well. Maybe he just can't see as well, doesn't have the distance. But still, that doesn't excuse...
He's just thinking about it. Maybe he thinks it's worse than it is, and he's second-guessing entering.
I would say this, though. Every time that he's been successful in getting inside, closing the distance like he is right now, he hasn't been successful at putting him down or putting any offense together. And you can't really blame that on an eye when you're not an inch away from the person, right?
Yeah, he's working on this takedown here, but he's mostly just got him pinned on the fence. I don't know if he's going to be able to...
See, right there, even pinned on the fence. I like those shots by Jimmy Rivera.
You're going to pick it up or you're going to get choked.
Yep, he's trying to get that choke.
This could be, if he gets that head tucked.
He might have it in.
He might have it. We got to tuck that head. Tuck that head. Oh, that could be it right there. He stuck his head in deeper. Oh, man. Come on. How are you not? Oh, wow. It seemed like he should have been able to finish that. Maybe that's his bad side.
I think maybe he just has blown his arms out, too, defending, and he just didn't have it as well as we thought. Maybe both hands were clasped together. Stamen breaking out right there.
Yeah, Stamen keeps winning. He's winning the hand fight game here.
Big right by Stamen. Doesn't, but I haven't seen Rivera get backed up once. Good body shot by Rivera, but he gets clipped by Stamen with a big right. Ate it. 30 seconds to go. Stamen hits him with a nice good right. Really could be anybody's round again. Oh, another right by Stamen. Again, some judges may have it 2-0 Stamen. I could say it could be 1-1 Rivera. Right now, 13 seconds to go, and I'm not sure who I would give this round to. Oh, Rivera whiffs on 2. Stamen doesn't look like he's going to return anything, though. Oh, big left by Rivera. That's it. That's a pick'em round, too. I could definitely go 2-1 Rivera in that fight, or it could end up 2-1 Cody Stamen. Yep. I'd probably give the third round to Rivera, however. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges have it as. Guys, well, we're waiting for the co-main event and the main event.
Two more fights.
2 more fights. I want to remind everybody, fully demonetized here. Check out all my documentary films. Like, share, and subscribe. Check John and I both out on Rockfin. I put out a free video today. I know you've been putting out free videos, right, Fitch?
I've been having issues with the sound on Boomer and Toots. Like, it's been frustrating.
What is going on with
sound is like cutting off, and like OBS won't pick it up. Do you have to use OBS through?
No, I don't use OBS.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I should be able to use this stuff.
Yeah, but you're on a Mac, right?
Yeah. Well, I should be able to put in Restream.
That's true.
Stuff and send that through to Rockfin.
When is XSplit going to be with a Mac? Then we can talk. Let's see, Mac.
Mm,
Because I can give you a 6-month license. I just got one. Oh, no. For alternatives. XSplit Broadcaster Alternatives. I can't believe that XSplit isn't there yet. You need to get there, XSplit. Because I love you. I can't talk you up enough. You are my favorite. They gave it to Rivera? Oh, wow. Was it a split? Hold on, here we go. Like I said, folks, it really was a pick'em.
30, I heard 37-27. Wow, they gave them all.
Really? It was a unanimous 30-27 all the way around? Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Man, I would have thought there had to be some 28 or 29-28s in there. Guess not.
think yeah.
All right, we got Tim Elliott versus Ryan Benoit. I mean, number 13. I don't like to count out Tim Elliott, but his last fight was a loss. He didn't look great. I'm going with Benoit. That's where I'm going. Who you got in the main event, by the way? Kattar versus Ige.
I'm thinking Kattar.
Yeah?
He's been looking good. But I don't know. Could be wrong.
What'd you think of Rose's performance against Andrade? I thought she looked awesome.
She looked great. Yeah. I don't know. I thought the decision was a decision, right?
Yeah.
It could have gone either way,
I thought Andrade,
I thought it was good, but like I wasn't unhappy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I thought
outraged.
she lost the fight, but she still looked good. Like Andrade looked good in the fight, but it looked like Rose was a step ahead of her just about in every single round. I don't know. That fight turned out really well. What do you think of Till Whitaker next week? You think that they're trying to put Whitaker away, and maybe he's still injured? He's chronically injured, lost his last fight. They've always tried to push Till. I think Whitaker's fucking dangerous, man. I'm looking forward to that. That's this Saturday as well.
He's got big power.
Huge power.
Yeah.
John Anik,
That's
I
this
hate
Saturday.
mustache.
That's this Saturday.
What's that?
More
It's this
it's
Saturday,
another
right?
fight together. Wow.
I think so. Let's go to
They've
UFC.com.
got a lot of drug money to launder.
Did you say that out loud, John?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Listen, professional sports, especially mixed. I'm sorry, that's next week. That's next Saturday's Whitaker Till. That's right. It's Figueredo versus Benavidez, but Figueredo killed him last time.
Is there fights this weekend, the 18th? Is that this weekend?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
this.
wow.
It's
And
this
then
card.
the next weekend also.
Yes.
Lots of fights.
Oh wow,
I guess I know where I'm
Gastelum is
going.
in the undercard on this one too. Gastelum versus
Which I
Jack
know where I'm
Hermanson.
taking my dates.
Look at that. I like that. Hermanson versus Gastelum's great. I can't count Gastelum out, but Jack Hermanson's looked great. Let's see. I don't know that I have any opinions on those 3 fights yet. Let's see what the prelims hold next or this weekend. Oh, by the way, that guy they brought in for Ozdemir, huh? He ended up
Yeah.
Dude, he had his. Did you watch that fight? Did you
He was
see that?
wild. He was a wild man.
Wild, man. He had his chin out and his hands down so many times. I was
Wild.
like, against Ozdemir, I couldn't believe it. And then he ended up pulling off that knockout. Look, that can't happen every time in the UFC. I'm just
The
warning you.
berserker man.
He was.
If he puts 3 strings of few together, he could be popular. That's for sure.
Oh, he's popular after that fight. I mean, that was the last fight that was on non-pay-per-view. Guaranteed people ate that up that were watching just to get to the Masvidal hype. You know what I'm saying? The ESPN Plusers of the world. I think that you put him in. That's a tough call, right? Because 205 is a dangerous division. You want him to have another knockout like that. You can't feed him to somebody that's not ranked. Ozdemir is ranked. You probably give him like an Oven St. Preux, right?
That'd be reasonable.
That'd be reasonable. I would say this, if they could make this happen and they thought that maybe Thiago Santos still wasn't 100%, they could really rise his stock if he could go in there against a Thiago Santos and knock him out too. I think that's an interesting fight as well. But then again, he's got one fight in the UFC, and his chin literally was out here and going like, he looked like Roy Jones Jr., only he's going to get hit.
Wanted to get hit. All right, I go to the bathroom.
All right, you got it, brother. So, guys, thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Remember, John Fitch can be found over at johnfitch.net. We normally do Mixed Martial Mindset every single Monday, and we're going to get to that schedule again at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I've been on the road. As you guys know, I'm in South Dakota right now. I'm doing it with your help, the Burmis Brigade. I appreciate everybody who has been in the chat. Lee the Flea and others. Brian Telford. Give him Johnny Walker. I like that fight too. I love that fight. Give him Johnny Walker. I like it. There you go, Brian. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Knighted Men. Who else is in there? Let's show everything. Remember to follow, like, share the broadcast, please. Thank you very much. Later all. Toss a thumb up. Thanks, Drufus. Peace out, JB, Fitch, Brian, and the Burmis Brigade. It was good to see you, Drufus. Sorry. Ready to nod off. Hey, I'm not going to lie. It's getting a little late for me. It's almost midnight over here in, or actually it's almost 11 in the Central, but I still have the midnight thing here. Can't see the fight. Hey, all, passing through on the way to bed. Let's see. 155. 10 months? What's 10 months? Oh, wow, you're way behind, huh, Brian? You must. You must be. Or maybe I'm just way behind on the actual commentary. That's a possibility as well. Let's see what else we got on here for next Saturday. Joe Duffy versus Joel Alvarez. There's a lot of hype behind Duffy like 5 years ago. Let's see. Davi Ramos versus Arman Sakarian. That's interesting. A lot of these guys, they still don't have pictures for you. You'd think they'd be taking care of that. I am pretty hyped up that I get a Gastelum versus Hermanson fight, though. That should be a fun one. Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh boy, you know I'm getting tired when I stop talking. There we go. So we got this coming up. Elliott versus Benoit. I think this is where Elliott loses his ranking. But maybe I'm a little crazy. Benoit looks pretty crisp. Let's see. The Grueling Truth. There's that. There's Boomer and Toots. There's some premium, but you got the cauliflower and cocktail hour. Oh. So have they given you an opponent idea yet, John?
Everything is rumor and speculation.
Rumor and speculation.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything.
Oh, you kill me. Let's see what Bellator's got to say. Here it is. Bellator 242 official for July 24th. Full card. Aaron Pico's on it. Aaron Pico's got to watch his chin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's get honest here. So where is this happening? It is going to be at the Mohegan Sun.
Yep.
Are they going to? All right, so let's see. They confirmed the news on Wednesday, so they finally confirmed it today. Sergio Pettis will go against Ricky Bandejas in a bantamweight showdown that will headline. Okay. Then you got Jordan Mean versus Jason Jackson. Aaron Pico versus Chris Hatley Jr. Taiwan Claxton versus J.J. Wilson. Bellator is back. I am thrilled to announce the return event this month at the Mohegan Sun, which has always been an incredible venue partner for us. The team has worked tirelessly to make the show happen, and I know the fighters are ready to compete. Are you going to have fans? Please have fans. We put together an exciting card, great matchups. We look forward to our fans joining us. On Paramount Network. For what will surely be a memorable night of action.
Small writing. No, I mean, at least they're going to get going.
Well, yeah, at least they're going to get going. You know what? I might just put in for I wonder if my boy Cody Shoop of World Combat, whatever. But the thing is, I'm wondering if they're going to let press in there without a coronavirus test. It is on, Native American, so it's up to the Uncasville Commission. But then again, are they going to have to wear face masks? You know what? You're right. I'm glad they're getting it going, and it probably means, Fitch, you're going to end up having to come to the East Coast for these fights.
Yep, probably.
Oh, I'll be interested to see. I'm hoping, guys. I'm hoping that we can start going to fights again. Again, that's why I'm going to go watch. That's why I'm checking out of here Friday morning, heading back to Iowa, and we are going to go check out Miletich versus Nunn live. Let's see. Is it still happening? Yes, it is. Let's go, Pat Miletich. You got to work those legs, brother. You don't want to get caught. I don't care if you are two old guys.
What's Pat doing?
Pat is fighting Michael Nunn in a kickboxing match. The Clash of Legends at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds in Davenport, Iowa. So this will actually probably.
When is this happening?
This is happening
This weekend.
Yeah, I'm going.
All proceeds will pay for their hip replacement surgeries.
Hey,
why is Pat Miletich fighting people?
Miletich was about to fight. I want to say, who was it? Sakurai. He was supposed to fight. He had an MMA fight set for the week after all the lockdowns started. So he was scheduled to fight somebody in some organization. I know, hold on, let's do it live.
I guess we're not.
And it didn't happen, obviously. Miletich return to MMA. And Michael Nunn wanted to come back into boxing. Let's see. I see the Nunn stuff up there. But he was scheduled to fight somebody else for sure. Here it is. Let's see. No, it's the Michael Nunn stuff. 12 years he hasn't fought in? Damn. I hope.
Well,
yeah.
I hope I make enough money that I don't have to. But it's possible.
I mean,
at this rate, I might be doing a Dan Gable, or not Dan Gable, but Dan Severn, fight people for $500, and then every weekend, and then take pictures with people and for Polaroids for $5.
Severn, dude. Listen, I love Dan Severn, but he got rocked too many times. Like, way too many times. Like, Dan Severn has no business. I love Dan Severn.
He's from what I hear, an interesting kind of person. He's always been kind of strange, I guess, a little bit.
I mean,
I don't know.
I watched his I forget what it was, one of those Legends things, or I don't know, where they were going through his career on the UFC on Fight Pass, and you could just tell verbally. I don't see that in a lot of older MMA fighters. Even who's my favorite that used to go back and forth, wear the cowboy hat? Dan. Am I right? No, Don Fry. Don Fry. Like, Don Fry has taken some of the biggest headshots I've ever seen in my life. And,
taking some damage.
Yeah, and he still talks, without a slur while he's drinking whiskey. Where are you at? They're introducing
Benoit.
Tim Elliott.
They're doing Benoit right now.
All right, hold on. I'll wait for a second.
126 pounds.
I know, the little guys. All right, I'm going to pause it. You tell me when Mark Goddard comes on the screen, and that's when I'll hit play. Mark Goddard. Been in the game for a while.
Tim Elliott, 16-11. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How is this a co-main event?
Because he
Did he,
wants
did he have a rough start at it?
No, remember he was one of those guys that was
Okay, there's Goddard.
yep.
Come on, Goddard.
He was one of the guys that was in the Ultimate Fighter that got the chance against Demetrius Johnson. He'd already, I think, at that point had 7 losses, something like that, 6 or 7 losses. He won the show. He went 5 rounds with Demetrius Johnson and looked better than anybody had against Demetrius Johnson before that, arguably winning a round or 2. And then after the Demetrius Johnson fight, he's beat some ranked guys and he's lost to some ranked guys. So I want to say that since the Demetrius Johnson fight, I'm wondering if he's even 500. So let's type in Tim Elliott live as we watch this, guys. And right now it looks like both guys kind of feeling each other out. Tim Elliott trying to take more than the center of the cage and push Benoit back. So let's see. After Tim Elliott wins the Ultimate Fighter, and goes up against Demetrius Johnson, because before that, how many losses do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like I said. He loses to Demetrius, then he beats Smoka, loses to Ben Nagan, beats Mark De La Rosa, and has lost his last 3. So, since Demetrius
Make it
Johnson,
or break it. Are they trying to build this Benoit then?
they must
Why
be.
why main event?
Why co-main?
Why co-main? Yeah, for
I would've thought-
3 fight skid.
Yeah.
So
Oh, there's the kick to the groin. He's still
Suspect.
fighting. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you would think that this would have been before the Jimmy Rivera Cody Stamen fight. Both those guys probably have bigger names, but maybe they wanted to push Stamen, but they weren't sure he was going to win, which he didn't. Rivera, looked pretty crisp. Looks like his career isn't over. I think that puts him at 500 now, since being on his tear. So maybe he's got some more in him.
it's just questionable main card, guys. Come on.
Questionable main card. I'll take it. I'll take the free card. I'm fine with it. We got a good card on Saturday, man. That card was pretty tight. Like, I enjoyed it. I mean, again, it would have been nicer if the if Masvidal could make magic happen, but like I said, during our talk last week, on paper, Usman wins every time. I mean, Usman on paper is one of those guys that's going to be tough to beat. Benoit looking pretty crisp with his hands. Good on the counter. Still backing up.
He's got a lot of extra antics from Elliott. Longer fighter, and he tries to control that space by flailing about a little bit.
I don't mind those front kicks, but yeah, a lot of the hand motion seems unnecessary. Seems like wasted energy.
I understand, like I've worked with longer guys, and it's kind of to deceptively like confuse the guy. If you're moving your arms around, you have different targets and things going on, so you can hit a different angle. So I can understand why they're doing it, but if you're not making it pay off for you, where he's not like really striking or landing anything here, he's just wearing himself out.
Let's see what we got here.
It's a lot of extra work.
I like him coming up with that elbow. Look good. That was some good work.
Yeah, the elbow. He's got some scrap in the transitions. He needs to force the scrambles more, I think.
What do you think about the Reebok deal ending and now the UFC going with Venom? Just a bigger cut for the UFC?
I am willing to place a wager that the UFC or WME is going to have some type of ownership of Venom. I believe that's probably more along the lines of what their usual business model type stuff is.
So kind of like the Zions back in the day, where everybody was on the Zions.
Yep.
Now, back in your day, were you also one of the sponsors? Were you sponsored by Zions as well, or?
I was never sponsored by Zions.
Gotcha. Who did have those sponsorships?
There were guys around that had those sponsorships, but I think UFC didn't like me. So if UFC didn't like you, you weren't getting a Giants sponsorship. You know, if you're a company guy, you're drinking a Giants after the fight.
They're delicious, and they totally
So
help
good.
you working out.
Mm.
Do you have a guilty pleasure sugar drink? Like were you ever one of those Mountain Dew guys back in the day?
No, strawberry milkshake.
That's it?
Slurpees. We get Slurpees sometimes. The boys will be good. 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee, and
I do love those Slurpees, man.
I'll get a little one. I'll get a little mini one.
You get the little mini guy, the 12 ouncer.
They had one that was Nerds. It's supposed to taste like Nerds candy. Oh, bro, it's good.
See, something about like when I see a can of Coca-Cola, and I haven't seen one in a long time. Like on this trip, I was in a dollar store, actually, so I could put the green screen up. I was looking for like little clips or whatever, and I found them. And I'm walking through, and I see that 16-ounce Coke. And I was like, God damn. I didn't even finish it. But just something about like the crack of cracking a Coke and fucking kicking it back when it's ice cold.
See, I stopped drinking soda back in junior high. Like I stopped. I didn't like it anymore. It's just I would get heartburn, and it was just my teeth would feel weird. So like I was just done with it. So I don't ever have that soda craving.
See, it sounds like you had way better parents than me, because I literally, when I was in college, I was cracking 12 packs of fucking Sam's Club. Like Coke.
Well, we had it. My parents had it in the fridge, so I had unlimited like access to soda. Mm-hmm. So I think that was probably why I was like, you know what, like, because I would try to work out or play, and I would play with my friends. We'd go to a party or whatever, and you're chasing people around, and you get a really bad heartburn. I was like, it's not worth it. I don't need to drink that crap.
John Fitch, way smarter than fucking Jason Burmis when it comes to soda. No doubt about it. I wish I didn't have that fucking addiction back in the day. I mean, I don't drink
maybe part of that was because my parents didn't let me have a ton of it when I was younger. You know, a lot of milk, a lot of water. I don't remember having tons of soda, like at dinner or anything. You know, it was like a special occasion to get soda. We had pizza night or something.
Oh, yes, discipline. Crazy.
I don't think I developed the addiction to it maybe early. So when it was accessible later on, I started not to like it. But I don't know.
I mean, I don't really drink soda at all, but like that one Coca-Cola, man, like now like Mountain Dew disgusts me. If somebody offers me a Mountain Dew, I'm like, get the fuck away from me with that thing. That thing sounds
never Mountain Dew. I think, you know what, like a Sprite every once in a while. Maybe a Sprite would be.
If I'm
kind of crisp and light.
Like I haven't gotten sick in a while.
7 and 7s are really good by the pool.
Well, there's a mini water park in this hotel. They actually have like a water slide and shit here. I know. So weird, but I'm bummed.
You get your big coffee cup, and you put your 7 and 7 in there and go to the water park.
Oh, we're boozing now. See, I've never been a sugar boozer. Like I'll tell you what, the vodka lemonade.
Special occasions. Usually, yeah, I'm straight up.
If the problem is if I have more than 2 of them, my fucking stomach feels like stomach rot. Like I don't know if any of your friends. Ooh, lots of exchanges right here, and then a big takedown by Benoit.
I think Benoit's been landing the significant portion of those.
Up. He transitioned that arm really slick too.
He did transition. I don't know if he's going to get it. He's got the leg. He's got that top leg. Oh,
he got it back in. Benoit doing a good job though.
Deep with that choke. Oh, I think he's free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Full mount though by Elliott still.
Yeah, this Elliott is better in a scramble.
He is quick in a scramble.
He's really good in the scramble. If he doesn't, he needs to like find a way to force the scramble. He's got to get himself into that position where like, you know, take the shot or get the clinch or do something wild. Because yeah, he always does something really well when he's coming out of the scramble.
Oh, back in full guard. I'll tell you what, though, this is going to end up being an Elliott round unless Benoit can do something about it.
Yep. He's going to have to get up.
And he's trying to. He's got like half butterfly guard. He's trying to get full
butterfly on one side. He's holding the head down, but he's kind of just chilling out too much. You can't let your momentum die down. Whoa! Look at that transition to the
leg lock. Damn. Oh, doesn't have it. Goes for it again.
The other one. Other
he might have that. Oh, nope. Lets it go again.
This is getting deep.
Going for a third one.
Take that weight on that foot and then push those legs down.
Looks like Elliott's out of trouble, though.
As long as that foot is where it is, he's not out of complete trouble. He's got to keep weight on that foot. Mm-hmm. Yep, I would just stay there and hit him.
Yep. So you're saying right now, if he just got the right position, maybe kicked his other leg out and pulled, it could still be dangerous. Up.
He's still got the foot. Okay, there he goes. Now he's out. Now he's out. So yeah, that little exchange and that work done right there is probably tipping things in Elliott's favor for the round.
But I got to tell you, in the judges' minds, he went for 2, maybe 3 submissions there, and right now Benoit looking crisper on his
and
feet.
He's been landing lots of shots. Yeah, so yeah. Ooh.
The momentum of the last 60 seconds, definitely Benoit hits him with the left. Elliott charging forward. Ooh, left.
Yeah,
Elliott trying to get it off, missing. Going for the takedown. Gets the takedown. Scramble.
Gets his
weird ankle lock.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, he's got a really weird. Ooh, popped out. Good elbows to the face. I like that.
Can't be. If those were 12 to 6, though, I don't know if that's. It could be trouble.
And they called. It was weird. So in the prelims tonight, I think the second fight, they called illegal elbows not because they were 12 to 6, but to the back of the head. Then the guy couldn't continue. Well, he probably could have continued, but the ref called it because he leaned back and he fell down. And instead of calling it a DQ or giving him 5 minutes,
yeah, is that where he fell out of the door?
That seems so bizarre that they gave the win to the other guy and that he stopped it. If they were illegal elbows, he has 5 minutes to recover. So there should have been up to a 5-minute break in between rounds. And yet that isn't what happened. He just stopped the fucking fight and gave it to the other guy. It seemed really bizarre. It seemed like, I don't want to say the fix was in.
Are they going to object? Like that ever does anything?
I don't know. It's in Abu Dhabi, dude. It sounds like, it's just like, how does Daniel Cormier have losses to fucking, or he would have had losses to John Jones, but somehow there are no contests after he pops hot?
Abu Dhabi Jobby. That's what we got here on Abu Dhabi Jobby. Round 3, who's going to get it done?
Oh, folks, if you are trying to be in a mixed martial arts event and maybe work for Bellator or the UFC, you're probably going to have to make weight, which means you need the Weight Cut Bible by John Fitch.
Yep, that is a necessary. Get yourself on a good meal plan, and then you can read about tried and true tactics to make the weight.
And then you can take 26 fucking COVID 1984 tests and fucking maybe fight on an island with some corrupt Saudis. Sounds like a great plan.
I think I'm going to go and get tested for free at one of the places around here.
Do you really want to get tested with all the false positives?
I mean, I don't know, because I have a test.
So they won't let you in unless you have a negative test.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. And you can't train with certain people because people don't want to get exposed if they have big fights and stuff coming up. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's the guy?
Yeah, that's an interesting joke, but didn't look like anything locked in. No. Well, I mean, look at what happened with the event tonight. The one guy tested positive once after testing negative. He might have broken his fucking left hand. What's he doing?
No, he's messing with his glove.
Okay. All right, that makes more sense. But anyway, he tested positive once. His wife had it. All his training partners had it.
Who was that?
It was a dude that fought earlier tonight, and then he tested negative 6 times after the positive test, so they let him fight.
So he tested 6 more times until he finally passed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really
Oh,
bizarre.
jeez.
But I think he had something like 20 plus tests that were all negative and only one that were positive. So yeah, I don't know, man. I like I said, I got a problem with this whole thing. You know, Cuomo again is threatening people who are coming back into the state that don't quarantine themselves for 14 days. Well, Iowa's on the list. You know, I might spend a couple days in St. Louis, but today's the 16th. I plan on being home by the 1st of August, one way or the other. And that fight's on the 18th. I'm not even quarantining myself for 2 days. Fuck you, Cuomo. Like, I'm not sick. like what the fuck? Do you know what the standard is for this? If 1 out of 10,000 citizens, are you ready for this? Test positive. That's the criteria. That's a state that's on the red list. 1 out of 10,000.
1 out of 10,000. Oh my god.
Not 1 out of 10,000 people are in the hospital or 1 out of 10,000 people died. 1 out of 10,000 people tested positive. That's insane. That's 10,000 per 10 people per every 100,000, which is nuts, and 100 people per million. It's insane. So in other words, if 100 people tested positive in South Dakota, because there's about 1 million people here, I would have to quarantine myself if I went home tomorrow. That's retarded. I know I'm not supposed to say retarded, but that's retarded.
It's not fully mentally functioning.
No.
I don't know. I mean, man, I don't know. Benoit is way too comfortable here.
I think that right now, it could good left on Benoit with Elliott going down. I think you're right. Right now, it's a pick 'em, and Benoit's not doing a lot. Elliott's moving a lot, but a lot of jabs. It's not like he's backed him up. There's a big right by Benoit, big left by Benoit, big left again by Benoit. Looks like he heard you, Fitch.
Yeah, he was just not doing any output.
I mean, Elliott right now, you know, looks pretty good pressing him up against the cage, but Benoit looked a lot better in that striking. I still think it could be anybody's round right here. What did we have? 1-1? I mean, this is a tough fight to call. Man, I probably had the first round Elliott, second round Benoit, but I could see where those rounds, a lot of close fights tonight. You know what we haven't seen? Finishes.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win this.
Was there a finish on the main card? Ooh, left, right. Ooh, Benoit with the last 10-second explosion. Ooh, good knee. But he backed up on the knee. Landed a great knee and then backed up. Weird hugging.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, I got to say that it's got to be a Benoit fight, but who knows? Who knows? I got Benoit 2-1.
Have not had a ton.
Yeah, nobody. Huh.
Finishes.
So all decisions tonight, folks. And we're about to get to the main event, which I don't think could... I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see this going to a decision. This is a 5-round fight. Both of these guys are killers and finishers. Dan Ige is on a tear right now, but Calvin Kattar looked fucking great in his last fight. Damn. This is tough. I don't know if I want to pick one. I think Kattar knocks him out. That's what I think, but I might be wrong there. Maybe Kattar's the first one to get a finish on the main card. It looks like if Ige does win, it won't be a knockout. It'll be a submission, but here we go. Here comes the decision. Man, a lot of decisions this evening. Whap. Paul Felder breaks down UFC Fight Night. Thanks, Paul Felder. All right, here we go. Dan Cormier says Tim Elliott is winning the fight. I don't understand the live betting on this one. I got to get into that live betting. So they just gave it to Tim Elliott, was it unanimous? Oh, Fitch froze.
Probably.
I'm not seeing, it didn't say unanimous or split. Huh. I don't know, that fight was really close.
I mean, I'm gonna guess the guy on the 3-fight skid isn't gonna win.
But he did. They gave it to Elliott. I mean, I'm not sure how far back you are. Yep, unanimous. Damn. Man, a lot of these, I can't believe there wasn't one split decision amongst those fights. That also worries me. Oh, hopefully we're not losing Fitch.
I mean, it was,
No, it's probably my crappy internet. Hotel internet. Fitch is frozen. Oh, main event coming. Last fight, guys. Calvin Kattar versus Dan Ige. Remember to hit the GoFundMe. Check out John Fitch over at johnfitch.net. Remember, thegruelingtruth.com is where you can find this podcast, which is usually only about an hour long. But obviously, we've been doing the live fight stream tonight, so a little bit extra there for everybody. And again, all decisions. Long night of decisions. Let's see. Someone's telling me that I'm going to quarantine when I get home. No, I'm not. 100% I'm not quarantining. There's zero chance. Wait, did I lose your audio, John? Yep, I got no audio from you. I see you. Maybe the connection just got that bad. Fitch. Fitch. Oh, folks, it looks like we might just close it out before the main event if we're gonna be on the block like this. Yeah, we're gonna close it out. All right, Fitch. I'll tell you what, man. We'll see you next week, and we'll talk the other fights. Thanks, brother. Later on. So there you go. We're closing it out with Fitch. We're gonna close out for the main event. I'm calling Kattar.